Avengers Infinity War had 45-minute deleted scene you never knew about? But Elliot, man, we on topic number 7, bro. I know you heard about this, man.
Yeah.
45 minutes. Before I get your commentary, I just want to read this quote real quick. A month before the movie came out, I got an email or something from Joe saying the 45 minutes of Thanos that we had at the beginning of Infinity War, we had to cut. There was a whole sequence of him getting the first gem, and they had to cut that out. They shot it, but they never wanted to spend the money on the effects, and they didn't want the movie to be as long as the second one, Endgame, was. They didn't realize it was going to be quite the hit it was. Elliot, that's painful to read, bro. That is painful to read. Yeah. What do you think about this, man? What do you think? So we was talking Marvel, and then we was talking DC just now with James Gunn, but let's jump back over to Marvel. And shout out to Eman for this, because I did not know about this unless it was for him. And man, this breaks my heart that we did not get to see this. Can you imagine? Like, oh God, but they didn't know at the time. This is topic number 7 coming from Collider. Infinity War, Avengers Infinity War had 45-minute deleted scene you never knew about? This would have been epic. Yes. Do we know what the details are? We're going to find out if you don't know. While Marvel's Avengers Infinity War is a masterpiece, it always felt strange that Thanos, Josh Brolin, began the movie possession of one Infinity Stone. During an interview with Near Mint Condition, Thanos created Jim Starlin reveals Marvel Studio actually shot a 45-minute scene showing the villain destroy Xandar to get the Power Stone. Unfortunately, the scene was discarded before any VFX work was done, since Marvel Studios didn't anticipate the movie's overwhelming reception. Damn, Gina, damn. And I think I heard sprinklings like that they had a script for it. I heard they had a script for it. I didn't know they shot it, and I did not know it was 45 minutes long. 2018's Avengers Infinity War follows Thanos as he crosses the universe collecting the 6 Infinity Stones. He needs to wipe out the half of the cosmos. Sentient life. It's the ultimate crossover event that paid off decades of movies, slowly reveal the location of each stone. For instance, 2014's Guardians of the Galaxy story revolves around the Power Stone, and by the movie ending, the Power Stone is locked in a vault in Xandar, the capital of the Nova Empire. As such, it would be fair to imagine Thanos will have to overcome the powerful Nova Corps army to reach it. And we saw that in one of the movies. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, what do y'all think about this? Let me know. I'm dying to know, but can y'all imagine?
Finally, a worthy opponent. Our battle will be legendary.
Well, guys, y'all know what that means. And if it's your first time here, maybe you don't. It means that we have a guest backstage coming to the stage right now.
You call. I'm going to clean you out again.
Welcome. I'm Lando Calrissian. I'm the administrator of this facility.
Wookiees stand out in the crowd. It's good to see you too, old buddy.
We had each other.
Hold on, Chewie.
There he is. It's Elliot with Movie Files. Hello, sir. How you doing today, man?
What's up, B? I had to check out this new comic book show you running, man. I had to come on here, man, see what it's all about. It's always a good time, man. So I had to check it out, man.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. And you are 100% correct, sir. It is always a good time. So thank you for being here. Yeah, I'm just trying out some new things, man. I know we both love comic book superhero stuff. I know the fans around the world do too. And so I'm just trying out a few new things, but man, thank you for being here, my brother. I really do appreciate it.
Of course, man. Of course. And yeah, comic book stuff is something we always love talking about, man. So we get, so many news about it. So I'm glad you got a show kind of, soloing it out and talking about all the stuff that we love, man. So it's awesome.
Yes, sir. So yeah, we're going to see, man. We're going to see how it turns out. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you don't know who this fine gentleman is right here, it's Mr. Elliot with Movie Files. Very great content creator, reviewer, all that above. If you love what he has to say, you can follow him on social media. His handle's on the screen. His information is in the description box of this video. And like always, he is on my channel tab. So go ahead and give him a subscription. This man is tiptoeing his way to the next milestone of 50,000 subscribers, y'all. This is what his channel looks like. And so, yeah, help him out. Help him cross that milestone. Hopefully we can get him there by the end of the month. And so, yeah, you won't regret it. You won't regret it. But Elliot, man, we on topic number 7, bro. I know you heard about this, man.
Yeah.
45 minutes. Before I get your commentary, I just want to read this quote real quick. Nevertheless, in the opening scene of Avengers Infinity War, Thanos destroys an Asgardian ship while looking for the Tesseract, the space stone Loki, Tom Hiddleston, stole from Odin's vault. The Mad Titan easily overpowers Thor and even Hulk, which shouldn't be surprising since by then Thanos holds the Power Stone. So it's clear that the Mad Titan destroys Xandar somehow, but we never see it happen. And Starlin now reveals, and he is the creator of the actual comic book character years ago. This missing scene would have been added another 45 minutes to the Avengers Infinity War runtime, as Starlin puts it. But a month before the movie came out, I got an email or something from Joe saying the 45 minutes of Thanos that we had at the beginning of Infinity War, we had to cut. There was a whole sequence of him getting the first gem, and they had to cut that out. They shot it, but they never wanted to spend the money on the effects, and they didn't want the movie to be as long as the second one, Endgame, was. They didn't realize it was going to be quite the hit it was. Elliot, that's painful to read, bro. That is painful to read.
Yeah.
What do you think about this, man? What do you think?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that was something, again, going back to 2018, that we all kind of was like, man, it's kind of, we saw him gathering all the Infinity Stones in that film, and to not show that one was a little bit, weird, but there could be a little, silver lining in that. I know a couple months ago, it hasn't been confirmed yet, but I know for the longest time, they've been talking about a Nova television show, series, or movie, or just a character in general coming to the MCU. So, I mean, if it is to be true, whether it's a movie or a series, that's the first opening scene to me right there. When you do get Nova finally introduced in the MCU, is showing this scene of Xandar being destroyed, his Nova Corps being destroyed, and showing because he is the last Nova Corps. So that, I mean, to me, that would be a perfect opportunity to keep that in the vault, edit it, finish it, and then when the Nova show, if it does happen, have that be, or at least cut it up, and maybe be, if it's a 6 episode cut up, show that origin of what happened to his people, how he's the last man of his species, and kind of lead it in that way. So hopefully we might get to see the scene in the future if that Nova Corps show is ever brought to fruition.
I got you, man. It still sucks. I'm gonna pose a question to you here in just a second. But word on the street is that there's like another 30 or 35 minutes that's missing from Endgame. That's strictly on the last battle. And I did enjoy Endgame, but I it may be blasphemous to say this, but I was slightly, I still love the movie, but I remember I was slightly disappointed with a few key aspects when I walked out. The setup in the end battle was so amazing. Right. But we were disappointed with Thor, or Hulk. I know you were. Yes. And Thor getting whooped. And I wanted every main character in that end battle to show all they had on the battlefield, like give it all they got, all their powers, abilities. It wasn't like Civil War. It was, it kind of missing some gaps here and there, but it was still great. And I always wondered what that extra 30 minutes would have been. And you can see the deleted scenes if you have the disc, or if it's on Disney Plus. There's a lot of
like the Hulk. There's one of the Hulk when he transforms at one point and like jumps off a satellite, something. Yeah. So and I've seen some people in the chat too, and they bring up some good points. Come 10-year anniversary, 15th anniversary of those two gigantic films of all time, very similar to, like Soto said, like Avatar. Maybe that's when you bring those scenes in, an extra 30 minutes of Infinity War to sell those tickets, and maybe overcome Avatar 1 or 2. So I mean, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Like some people are suggesting in the chat, add those scenes that you were referring to in Endgame, and then the scene that we just talked about, 45 minutes. That would be a great marketing ploy. Yes, people into the theater, and of course to buy the 10-year anniversary Blu-ray or 4K or 8K whenever that comes out. So yes, listen, there's still hope. There's still hope. we get those scenes.
I'm confident that we are, but the only thing is, I don't want to wait 10 years. I want to see it now. You know, and so I mean, it's gonna make money. That's obvious. I mean, these are you can't just put every movie back in theaters and expect it to perform well. But these are the 2 biggest movies ever, besides Avatar,
Right.
and so I think people would wait because I think Infinity War was around 235. I think people would go there for the extended time and pay for it happily. But let me ask you this: would you rather them would you rather them finish the 45 minutes, put it in Avengers Infinity War, and then release it back in theaters, or have them save the scene and tie it in with Nova whenever that comes out? Because it's going to be coming eventually. What would you prefer?
That's a good question, man. I would probably, because I'm always someone that just appreciates let's move on, let's continue new stories or introducing new characters. I would probably want the latter, which is showing it in Nova Corps, just because I think it's a good entry point to his origin stories, which is he is the last of his people. So it would be kind of a nice little tie-in there to bring that to the forefront. So I think I would prefer, if you give me, I would love both options and maybe have it from another perspective, have the 45 minutes that was intended for an Infinity War, and then maybe edited in such a way that Nova seeing all this destruction or he's coming to his homeland after it's being destroyed. So there's a way to repurpose it to work in both favors, if possible. If I'm asking too much, Bob Iger and Rousseau's and Disney.
No, I wouldn't say you're asking too much at all, because just give us what we want, because we will give you our money. We're saying this: if you give us the product, we will give you the money. That you should know that. So it's interesting, guys. I think I'm 95% sure that we're going to see it eventually. Only question now is when. And so there you go. Topic number 7, Collider.com. 45 minutes deleted scene of Thanos getting the Power Stone, but they didn't want to spend the money on the visual effects. And also, just one thing real quick, they didn't know it was going to be as big, like another missed opportunity. I think there's more Wakanda stuff too.
Yeah,
because they admitted they didn't know that Black Panther was going to be such a hit. So some people thought it was racist. I now I believe in that, but I personally thought it was just like they just didn't know. They had that big of a gem on their hand. But
I think still today, Black Panther is the highest grossing domestic MCU film. I think it even beats or comes close to Infinity War. So, I mean, to your point, Brandon, I don't think they knew it was going to be successful, but not to the extent of what it ended up being. But yeah.
Yep. You're absolutely right. I think it's at $700 million domestically.
Crazy.
And so
crazy.
There you go. This is the highest solo movie too.
Yep.
It beat Iron Man 3, right? Yeah, it did.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
Which I still can't believe that.
But y'all let us know what you think down in the comment section below, because me and Elliot are dying to know. We are dying to know.